Or involuntary lethal injection or something. Just kill them.
Yeah, Brian, why did it have to get to this point?
Right.
What's up, y'all? It's your man World. Brian Kilmeade and his co-host on Fox and Friends, Fox News' morning show that plays during the morning called for the rounding up, imprisoning, and then murdering of homeless people. And out of the 3 people on that couch, was the only one to come out and give a tepid apology a week later after some online backlash. And before we hear his apology, let's see the rest of that clip.
They have given billions of dollars to mental health and the homeless population. A lot of them don't want to take the programs. A lot of them don't want to get the help that is necessary. You can't give them a choice. Either you take the resources that we're going to give you or you decide that you're going to be locked up in jail. That's the way it has to be now.
Or involuntary lethal injection or something. Just kill them.
Yeah, Brian, why did it have to get to this point?
Right.
So even though the richest people that the world has ever seen in human history are getting even richer, like Larry Ellison, the world's now richest man that owns Oracle, signed a deal with OpenAI to provide GPUs that they don't have, which made Oracle's stock price skyrocket because of the $300 billion deal. And he benefited from it without ever providing anything because he made himself both the customer and the vendor. So he can name whatever price and give his companies an unlimited time to fulfill those orders while claiming all the profits from the skyrocketing stocks. It's all a scam. No services, no products, nothing. But because he owns a bunch of stocks, now out of nowhere, he's able to claim $100 billion extra dollars. There's no way people like this work harder than you at your job, no matter what you do. The system is rigged against everybody. And while everything, including housing, is getting more expensive, just being homeless and maybe mentally ill is a good enough reason to be rounded up and in prison. And then because that's not enough cruelty, also involuntarily killed, just murdered because you're homeless. Imagine saying that on a morning show. Like, I thought the point of morning shows was to get people ready for work, have them start their day off on a high note, maybe inform them about the weather, something's happening later on after work around them locally or nationally, maybe recap some games, recap some shows or something. They're jumping straight into, we should probably round up and kill all the homeless people, right? Because they're undesirables anyways. Why not? And there's no euphemism. They're not double speaking. They straight up say,
or involuntary lethal injection or something. Just kill them.
And nobody's surprised by what the others are saying. And nobody's cutting each other off. They're all in agreement. That's the main point as we hear his attempt at an apology.
And it actually happened when we were together on Wednesday, Lawrence. In the morning, we were discussing the murder of Irina Zaruska in Charlotte, North Carolina, and how to stop these kinds of attacks by homeless, mentally ill assailants, including institutionalizing or jailing such people so they cannot attack again. Now, during that discussion, I wrongly said they should get lethal injections. I apologize for that extremely callous remark. I'm obviously aware that not all mentally ill homeless people act as the perpetrator did in North Carolina, and that so many homeless people deserve our empathy and compassion. Lawrence, back to you.
All right, thanks, Brian. I'll see you tomorrow.
He's not saying, whoa, my fault, that was some Nazi shit. He's saying, they don't all deserve that. But if you say they don't all deserve that, that means some do. And I'm pretty much right with what I'm saying. I just didn't mean to say it like that out loud during a morning show. And again, the person interviewing him right here was also on that couch calling for the same thing. And he didn't apologize at all. He just said, all right, whatever, see you tomorrow morning. Because life goes on. Who cares that we just called for the rounding up and murdering of homeless people? They never call for the helping of those people. Any programs that actually try to help people, they call socialism, communism, the worst that could ever be. Whatever ism they think will make you fear helping people and hating empathy. And the people have some thoughts on his apology. Someone was saying, pitiful apology. It's everything that's wrong with people. He qualified it. He made his brutal point again, and he barely said he was sorry. F him. Someone else will say, that is not a genuine apology. And we should be aware, he meant it when he said it. And many MAGA elite and influencers share that, quote, final solution to certain problems. And I would like to believe that is just the elite and the influencer class, and it's not the regular people. I'm gonna try to hold my hope for humanity. As someone else says, the part that should be highlighted is directly after. He's saying not all homeless people deserve lethal injection. implying some do. And then someone else says, he left out the part where he said it should be involuntary, meaning not just lethal injection as like a sentence for a crime, just straight up murder them in the street with a fucking needle because they're homeless. That's what he said. That is not what he's apologizing for. Exactly. He's not saying he didn't mean what he said. He just tried to clarify it and say, yeah, some people we should just murder in the street. Not as a result of what they did, but because they're homeless and maybe mentally ill. He's not just calling for the death penalty for murder, because then that has nothing to do with being homeless. Anybody could kill somebody else. And of course, we have the goofiest response of them all from Gavin Newsom, who replied to the initial video with a Bible quote. Proverbs 21:13. Whoever closes his ear to the cry of the poor will himself call out and not be answered. Isn't that so deep, so powerful? Anyways, here's Gavin Newsom inflicting violence on homeless people and throwing away the few belongings they still have for a photo op. So this isn't like a partisan thing. This is the elite class of people who actively hate everybody else. It being partisan is just for you and I. And I'm not playing that game by those rules. We could disagree about a lot, but we're still on the same team. But let me know what you think about all this in the comment section below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Peace.